Hey guys, welcome to a brand new React video. We're going to be watching another My Strange Addiction kind of video, My Strange Obsession, and we're going to be watching when a kid who is obsessed with vacuums, and their house is always clean. That's a good thing that their house is always clean, but it is kind of weird, like having an obsession. Like the first thing you see is using a vacuum here. There's another vacuum over here which you can't see beside the screen. There's a vacuum in the background. There's like multiple vacuums in the background. There's one there. There's one there. Like, I get it. You want to be clean, but I don't think that's a good thing. Alright, let's get started with the video then.
The only thing, 13-year-old
Oh my!
poking holes in...
Like, I'm sorry. Can we just reverse? How many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 17, I would say, 18 maybe, vacuums in this one room. Oh, imagine how the rest of the house is. God, you can't walk anywhere. That's seen, like, a vacuum. That's every kid's worst nightmare. Just having a nightmare of vacuums, like, chasing you. Has anybody had that before? Just me? Yeah, just me. Always just me.
13-year-old Logan Holes of Sibley, Iowa, like...
Look at him. Look at him. Doesn't he look a bit like... I'm not trying to be mean, but he looks kind of like a nerd, so... He looks like the kind of person who would kind of have this kind of a strange addiction. Or a strange obsession with something like vacuums as well.
likes more than the sound of one of his over 100
I don't like the sound of vacuums, thank you very much. Well, I don't mind them, but I really don't like the fact how loud they are when you're trying to play a game and someone else is in vacuum, like in the next room, in the room next to you. All you can hear is that in the background, or you're trying to do something and you're trying to record something, but all you can hear is the vacuum. Or you're trying to watch something as well, and all you can hear is the vacuum. Like, it's not that good always, the noise it makes.
Vacuum cleaners is the feeling of one in his hands.
I feel joy when I vacuum.
How do you feel joy just cleaning up? It's just normal.
He gets up in the morning, he clicks the vacuum on, vacuums his bedroom. Then when he comes downstairs, vacuums living room.
Oh my god, this kid's got no life. So you tell me, instead of going out, hanging out with his friends and doing all this stuff, right, he's sat inside doing this. He's probably got no friends. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but he's probably not got no friends with this kind of obsession. Who would want to be friends with someone who's got a strange obsession like this?
And then through my living room, through the dining room, and then my kitchen.
I would hate to be that parent. Why did you let the kid have this obsession? I would hate to have a kid that's got an obsession. It's like you can have 1, 2 vacuums, you could carry it upstairs, do it like that, give you a bit of exercise, but you ain't having 100 in like multiple rooms, and you ain't just spending all day cleaning one room and cleaning another. Like, it's going to be too clean. Like, at one point there's going to be nothing too clean. Like, you've got to give it a bit of time for like dust or whatever, like stuff collects onto the floor, then you can clean it. But if you just constantly clean it, it's just like, what's the point in it? You're just wasting power at that point.
He will come home from school and vacuum.
Like, there's no space. There's no space for a TV. They probably don't have a TV in this house. They don't have any room for seats. Yeah, they've got like a sofa, a couple of seating, but it's covered up by the Hoovers or the vacuums. They're like taking the human spots to vacuums. Like, you can't even sit down.
It makes me feel kind of annoyed because there's always a vacuum running.
Right. I could show these people. Right. I tell him stop hoovering, vacuuming all the time. Like, it's annoying after a while, and it's just weird.
And I can't really concentrate on what I want.
Yeah. Like, how is she supposed to concentrate on her piano skills, which I guarantee are probably superb, when you got this guy in the background walking around with a vacuum cleaning up? While you're trying to play, what song can I think of? I forgot his name. But you know what I mean. It's like there's this person who made I think it's like called like Symphony 4, whatever. Beethoven. That's his name. Beethoven. How am I supposed to practice for my lesson playing a Beethoven while all I've got in the background is like, excuse me, I honestly don't care that you like vacuums this much, but can you please stop vacuuming for 3 minutes while I'll play my piano and practice? And let you do what you want, let me do what I want. Okay, buddy?
I do. I usually like to go.
Oh my god, no. No, he don't carry around a vacuum with him. Oh, it must be so weird, just like walking across the street and see this kid on a bike, like one-handed, with a vacuum in the other. Like, I'm the clean patrol, I'm here to patrol any areas that be clean and I'll clean them.
Places to vacuum. My mom works at the hair salon.
Dangerous.
So
That's
I
probably
like to go
dangerous, you
there.
know.
He likes to come down here, obviously, and do some vacuuming of the hair. And of course, we need it done
Well-
daily. And so he will come down and do it daily
Oh, to
here.
be fair, that is like a
And
good
then
thing.
when I'm
He's
done at
doing
my
stuff
mom's
for his
salon,
mum.
My dad's a fire chief, so I vacuum the
Oh my
car.
god, he's actually
I
doing
like having
something.
Logan down
Yes,
here
at
at the
least he's
fire
doing
hall
something useful for this. Is he getting paid
because
for
firefighters are the
this?
dirtiest guys in the world sometimes, which you can't help. And he's takes care of it. He's like my maid, if you will. But he makes sure
Maid?
he cleans.
Whoa,
I have the
whoa.
cleanest trucks in Northwest Iowa. And if he runs out of trucks to do and the floors to do, he'll be out in the bay sucking up the cracks.
And I
Does-
keep
as I
on
said, does he get
vacuuming
paid for
until
this?
it's all done, and
If I was
then
that
I
kid-
repeat every day.
If I was that kid, like vacuuming all the areas, all the floors and everything, like I would want to be paid for that. I'd be like, yeah, that's a £5, please, thank you.
Sibley is a small town. Everyone knows everyone, and they may not know us directly, but they'll be like, "Hey, your son's the vacuum kid."
Yeah, that's probably
Next
not a
thing
good
you know,
thing
we're
to
receiving vacuums
Why'd you
from these
allow
people
him?
that
Oh my
were
god,
broken.
I mean more.
And most of the people thought it was just to let him play with them and experiment with them and things like that. But
Let's give him
now he's
free.
repairing them and handing it back to them, saying, "Here's your vacuum back." And they're going, "I just gave it to you to play with. I didn't expect it in return in working condition."
Now, he fixes
I
it for
wanted
them.
to add to my collection. Hey, Brenda.
Logan. Got a vacuum for you.
So, I created a business, Logan's Miracle Works Vacuum Cleaner Repairs.
To get paid for it.
Okay, thank you.
Every time I fix a vacuum cleaner, I feel like a detective trying to find out a
How is being a detective linked with fixing vacuums? Like, how do you merge them together? Like, how? Just how? That's just weird to like think of. Like, you clean this vacuum, like, there we go, is a 600 vacuum of the year. Do. You know what? I feel like a right detective. No, you feel like a right cleaner. You're right janitor, repairsman. And you don't feel like a detective. Detectives are the people that don't touch anything and like search for clues and everything. He touching it, cleaning it, and it's just looking. The only thing I can see parallel between the two things is that he's looking for things to fix or things that might be wrong with it. That's all I can see.
I usually try to dig deep far into the vacuum. If I find something odd looking, I always take that apart and put a new one back.
Well, to be honest, at least he's doing something with his life. At least not playing games 24/7 and like not having a life. At least he's doing something like that actually benefiting the community as well. So I've got to say, this strange addiction is positive and negative in both many ways.
Again, and then voila. The most important part about fixing a vacuum cleaner is having to test the vacuum cleaner to see if it runs. I use glitter as my test dust because it's one of the hardest substances to vacuum up.
Oh no, I hate to be his parents. Well, imagine walking home and seeing your kid fixing the vacuum and just putting a bunch of sprinkles on the floor. Like, whoopie doo, I'm done. I'm the tooth fairy, or the fairy. I like to sprinkle the sprinkles everywhere. Or I'm making a cake. Sprinkle, sprinkle, little star. I don't care because I can vacuum it up. I don't want to go back 10 seconds.
Vacuum cleaner is having to test the vacuum cleaner to see if it runs. I use glitter as my test
Glitter.
dust because it's one of the hardest
Even
substances to vacuum up.
Glitter, 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 you're my favourite thing. Glitter, 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 you're my favourite thing, so I can vacuum up. Once I vacuum it up though, if it don't work, I'm in big trouble. Because I've got to find one that does for work. If that one doesn't work, I've got to make them work. Yeah, it's working, yeah, it's successful. Oh, I expect to see him being killed by his parents. You've left a bit, sir, you've left a bit. I'd also like to say, can I go back a bit? I'd like to say one thing. You left a few bits, like 2 there, there's 1 there, there's a couple there. Get vacuuming up then if you're the experts. But that would be it for this reaction. It's a very strange reaction as well. I would say I was not expecting to be reacting to that today, or any day. But I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in my next reaction video. Goodbye.